Yo, what is good, boys? It's Kyrie. I'm back here with another fucking video. Today's video is going to be about money and how money and our idea of money creates a lot of stress in our life. There's a lot of people who don't think money is important because they don't know how to make money, and then they blame it on that and they say, oh, people with money are bad people. Money's the root of all evil. What else have I heard growing up? Money doesn't grow on trees. You know, all these sayings that people say about money. Now, I'm here to tell you that money is indeed important. It's damn near as important as oxygen. Without money, you can't do a lot of things in this life, right? The world runs on money. So I challenge you guys, at least for the next week or two, to at least adapt the identity that money's good for you and that you're going to use money for the correct way. Now, a lot of people that see examples of money, you might see the dude in the Lambo and you might be like, oh, fuck him, he's a bad guy, but you don't even know him. What if he's a great guy and he gives back to the homeless? And what if he is over here doing his best to help out others? Like, you don't know, and you're just placing those judgments on people. Or maybe you knew someone with money growing up, so that was a bad person, and now you have a bad association with money, right? So I challenge you guys to spend the time to at least question your beliefs on money. For me, it was, oh, I thought people with money are bad people, until I changed my mindset that there are good people with money. People with money are good people. And then I started meeting people with money that were great people, right? You have to change your mindset around money. You have to allow yourself to be open to that idea. It takes a lot of time. You have this sensor in your brain. When you guys are doing affirmations, you hear people say, oh, I try to manifest it. Oh, I want it to work out, but I don't know if it's going to work. I've been saying this for the next 30 days and nothing's changed. Well, that's because basically all you're doing is saying something, right? You're not actually taking action upon that thing. All you're doing is saying it to the universe and hoping that it comes true, but you did nothing to work on it. So for the past 2 to 3 years, I was in my journal every single day, pretty much. I can go back. I have about 7 journals at home. And I wrote down all the things that I believed about money, good or bad. And I questioned myself. A lot of you guys don't question yourselves, right? I call this awareness. Are you aware of the ideas you have around money? Is it still holding you back? Are there things that you say about yourself that keep you in the loop, that keep you stuck? Because you can't outgrow and level up as a character if you start holding on to old beliefs. So I challenge you to decode all your negative beliefs, all your positive beliefs, and write them down. And then, for example, I was writing in my journal last night. I was like, oh, I'm a committed millionaire. I'm a committed millionaire. And I wrote it down. And I heard a voice in my head say, oh, but people with money are bad people. And I wrote, no. Next to that, I put, no, people with money are great people and they help out others. You have to change your perspective. If all you know, for example, when I was a kid, I'm sitting at this park right now and there's a bunch of dogs. I used to be afraid of dogs because my next door neighbor had a dog, and one day he said he was nice and he bit me. He bit me right on my fucking ankle. And from that day, I had a bad association with dogs until I changed my mindset when I gave it another chance, and I was like, damn, dogs are actually good. They're good for you, and there are nice dogs out there. It's just how they are trained, right? A lot of you guys are like, I'm not strong enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. All those are limiting beliefs. And when you're using the word you're talking about you in the present moment. You're not talking about yourself from 2 years ago or in the future. You're saying what you are right now. And that isn't something that you should be doing. If you're going to use statements, make sure that's positive. I'm grateful. I'm a committed millionaire. I'm the best. I'm talented. I'm smart enough. You know? Sometimes it is a scary place to go, right? You don't want to travel back into the past and remember things that people said that hurt you or things that you are still holding on to. But if you want to make any progress of leveling up and breaking free from limiting beliefs and negative self-talk, you must go through and decode those things. I used to talk shitty about myself. Oh, you're broke. You grew up in a horrible household. You'll never have a good, loving, loyal partner. I used to say all these things. And in order to fix that, you must have a counter statement to what your old beliefs are. A lot of you guys have been holding on to old beliefs for fucking since you were a kid, right? I'm 22 years old. And if I was holding on to those things since I was a kid, and I'm still carrying those into my life and this dream version of myself, that's not gonna work. So I had to go through, and it takes time. Don't think that you'll be able to say, you probably won't even believe it the first time that you say it. You know, you probably won't believe it the first time you say it. And you gotta continuously train that muscle. Your mind's a muscle, and it needs to be exercised. So I've been doing this thing in the morning where I go 3 pages. 3 pages, I'll just write out anything on my mind. It could be my AC unit in my room is in the window, my comforter has a hole in it, and I need a new one. I'm grateful that I can breathe today. It could be whatever. Basically, what you want to do is you want to empty your mind. A lot of the things that we can't be creative about or can't channel is because we're holding on to too much clutter. I think of it like my old garage. At my old garage, at my old house, there was clothes, there was weight sets, there was old pictures, there was a bunch of boxes, there's containers, everything was in that garage. And the only way for me to make space to park my car in that garage was to clear it out. But you still hold on to the good things. So a lot of you guys need to do a cleanse of negative talk, and it's not that you fake it, because it's not fake, right? You've been faking this negative self-talk for so long. Why can't you fake positive ones? Why can't you change the trajectory of the way that you view money, the way that you view people, relationships, the world, right? And a lot of us are so consumed by bad people around us, whether that's family, whether that's friends, whether that is people who are negative, whether that's media. Your guys' page is just reinforcing your brain that the world is a certain way. I was introverted for such a long time. I wouldn't go outside. I'm standing out here in the middle of this fucking park, right? Speaking about this video. And a year ago, I wouldn't be able to do this. But that's because I was thought in my head, oh, the world's not safe. I can't go outside. I can't go over here to this part of town. No, that's all bullshit, right? I started saying to myself, I'm grateful, I'm safe, I'm protected, I'm guided. And once you realize that and you face that fear, you'll realize on the other side of fear is exactly what you wanted. Like, I was about to go to work and not stop at this park and make this video. And then I was like, damn, bro, you know what'd be nice right now? Shirt off, middle of the fucking park, hot as fuck. Let me just make this video in front of everybody. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. Right? We have a lot of fear-based beliefs, negative beliefs, and positive beliefs. I think the biggest problem in today's world is fear, right? A lot of people are like, Kyrie, like, you don't watch the news. Like, how do you stay up to date with those things? Like, you guys have to understand, you're around so much negativity at some point, like, you'll hear about it. It's not like you're just disconnected from the world because you don't watch the news. No, just go outside, bro. Like, you'll hear conversations. Like, if I go to a restaurant, eat dinner, like, I'm gonna hear negative talk, I'm gonna hear positive talk. You know, it's kind of your own perspective on it. So, number one, it's not that you look in the mirror every day and you tell yourself these things. It's a conscious thing that you do always. I'm in the middle of my day and I'm like, I'm the best. I allow money to flow to me effortlessly. And I continue to remind myself that abundance is my birthright. Making money is your birthright. Making money doesn't make you a bad person. It's how you use that money. But I would say install wisdom first. A lot of us don't want to learn before we start making. Why would God give you money, give you that woman that is going to be your wife, if you're just going to throw it all away, if you don't have the wisdom to go through those battles? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. So I would say start with wisdom, start changing your mindset towards things, and over time you'll be able to accomplish anything that you want to do. That's how that works, you know? But I'm getting back on the tube. It's been a minute, bro. I lost my dog not too long ago, and I'm back to making content.